Payday 3 is mid. And before you start insulting me in the comments, listen to me. There's things that Payday 3 did right. The gunplay feels great, stealth has been majorly improved, the graphics are okay, voice lines are also great. Apart from joy. In this video I won't be talking about the positive things that Payday 3 has done right, only about the negatives. And oh boy, there's few of them. The progression system in Payday 3 sucks, and there's no other way to phrase it. In Payday 2, after completing the heist, we got our rewards, which were cash, continental coins, and the most important one, XP. In the third installment of the franchise, you have to grind out the challenges, which are tedious and boring to complete. Nobody wants to spend their heist hugging a wall in a small toilet or shooting the spawn points like crazy during their gameplay just for a few XP points. The same also goes to the skill tree and gun level. I don't want to spend days grinding one gun just to have attachments for it, and I also don't want to be punished over the fact that I didn't play a certain tree, so I can't complete my stealth or loud build. The lack of content is big. I'm talking here about weapons and heists. You can make an argument that Payday 2 at launch didn't have as much content as we have right now, but there's a huge difference on how Payday 2 and 3 was made. What do I mean by that? Payday 2 didn't have as big of a team making it, and the budget was way smaller. Overkill got 50 million euros from Koch Media and 170 employees working as of making the third installment. And not to mention the money they've got from the Epic Games deal and from the DLCs they've sold at the end of Payday 2's life cycle. We've only received 8 heists and 17 weapons. I'm not demanding Payday 2 level of content with over 70 heists and shit ton of weapons, but I was expecting more. The special units are not necessarily bad, but they're not the best. The only one that improved is the Dozer. He became more tanky and hard to kill. Throughout my time with the game, I've only seen Cloaker destroy my equipment only once, and he doesn't sneak up on you like he used to in the second game. The Nader seems underwhelming. He can sometimes be annoying, but he's not much of a threat. Taser, or should I say Zapper? Fucking cringe name. Got a huge debuff with a big box on his leg screaming shoot me. I'd love to see improvements to these units. Make Nader throw different types of grenades that do different stuff. Make tasers throw electric grenades that stun you, or EMPs that turn off your gun's reticles if you have one equipped. The lack of offline mode hit us hard. The matchmaking feature as of me recording this video still doesn't work properly, and you're not always able to find a lobby with other players. The servers had problems at the launch despite of the developers promising us that they won't go down.
Mr. Dr. Pepper says, since the game is online only, what happens if the servers go down? Well, they won't, is my answer.
The fact that people won't be able to play the game if something goes wrong and the servers are off is horrible. Old way of handling things in that department was far better. I'd honestly rather connect to Ivan from Russia who screams Russian slurs at me than Overkill's servers.
Пошел нахуй, даун ебаный, ебал ты, блядь, свинью пидорасов, сука, блядь!
The AI in this game is so shit. Sure, they will occasionally drop you an armor bag or medic bag, but they can't for shit stand in one place to help you complete a hack. The feature of AI that we had in Payday 2 to make them stay in one place is missing. Sometimes the bots won't even revive each other cause, you know, who gives a fuck about the homies you rob a bank with? Not to even mention the lack of customization we have when it comes to their equipment. I can't equip my AI crew with any other weapon than the one that the game gives them, nor can I change their looks or add perks that will help me with an AI solo run. As of me recording and editing this video, there's no microtransactions in the game, but during one developer stream they've got mentioned, and they are indeed common. I'm not talking about the DLCs here. I'd be fine if I'd had to pay for the content I'm getting, but I'm not fine with some stuff under a paywall. Sure, they are only cosmetic, but after playing Deep Rock Galactic I can see how those things are important to the player. If people are willing to pay 15 bucks for a skin in Fortnite or Rainbow Six Siege, it's kinda scummy to abuse it. I know that the developers need the money to keep the show running, but Taylor and weapon packs and heist DLCs are enough to keep the game running. Music has a personal taste, but in my opinion Payday 3 is lacking in the music department. By all means, I don't mean Gustavo is a bad composer. His work in Payday 2 was amazing, but the tracks we have in Payday 3 are not memorable. Payday 2 had Dirt and Dust, Sucker Punch, and On the Road, and that's Gustavo's work without mentioning Simon's work on the game's music. And that will be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you disagree with me, feel free to let me down in the comments. I'm open to a discussion. Apart from that, I would love to advertise my Twitch, twitch.tv/basically0. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.